Hi everyone, we're just doing the sound test and we'll be with you in a few minutes. Hi everyone, how are you doing? We're just getting the last few things set up, just doing a final sound check, and we'll be with you in just a second. We've had a complete nightmare trying to get the second camera up and running, so we've had to ditch that unfortunately. But hopefully we can make do with just the one camera, which is going to be me and Chris basically hugging each other. So we're good to go, let's put that away. So hi everyone, I'm Frank from the City of Kings, and today is a great day because we've got Chris. Hi Chris.
Hello everyone.
You don't have to move to the left. You can
Okay, fantastic.
You should be on the screen. So today we're going to be playing through the City of Kings, which is a prototype of a game that we're building, and Chris has been playing it quite a lot with me for testing. Chris loves this game because he always loses. I don't think that Chris knows how to win this game, so you know, that's always a plus. But what we're going to be doing is we're going to be playing two characters each. So these kind of one character on the end here you're probably going to find harder to see, but these two middle ones you'll be able to see quite clearly hopefully on the camera. And then over here again, Chris will have these two, I'll have these two, and that's that. So we're going to get going fairly quickly. I don't want to spend too much time talking around it because I'm sure no one really cares and they just want to see us play some games. They want to see Chris
lose horribly.
Are you going to win?
Yes.
So what's really good about this is a cooperative game, so his confidence is filling me with joy. I'm really glad that he feels like we've got a good chance of winning this. So how does it work? Effectively we've got our character sheets for our characters, and in the centre we've got the board. It's an adventure game where we're going to explore across the board, the black tiles of the Ageless Realms, and we're going to move towards Azure Rise. As we explore, we're going to get quests, we're going to find creatures, we're going to get all sorts of horrible things happening to us, and some good things, and we're going to try and build up our characters and fight our way through. This game is played through stories, so each time you play a different story, and today we're playing story number 1. We're playing story number 1 because it's the easiest story, and Chris doesn't like the hard ones.
Oh, how can we play the hard ones?
So
it'll win.
We're just going to get on with it, and obviously feel free to ask questions, and as we go through we'll explain a few of the things. I'm not going to read the actual story too much, I'm just going to give you kind of the gist of what's going on. This is all new to Chris because I've done this recently, so have fun. So we've had word the enemy is approaching. We've got to scout the Ageless Realms and see what we can find out. So our first objective is we need to find an enemy tile within the Ageless Realms, which means we need to explore the black zone until we find an enemy tile. Once we've done that, we then move on to the next chapter and we progress through until we get to our final objective at the end of the story. So let's have a look. I'm going to go first, and I'm going to be playing with Sashara and Brutius. So Sashara is going to go first, and I have two characters, which is great. So I have my actual hero, who I can move around, and I also have a worker. For anyone making a game, never make pyramid-shaped pieces. They're terrible to pick up from a board. It's the worst idea ever, but it certainly makes life that little bit more interesting. So I have two characters and I can do different actions. I have a series of actions I can do: moving, exploring, attacking, healing, special interactions, work, all things we'll get up to later. But to start with, I'm going to move my worker one space to the north. I'm going to put the tile over here to show that I've done the movement, and then I'm going to do an exploration. We're going to turn over the tile. First thing I'm going to do is find a forest. So forests are resource nodes where I can use a worker to gather wood. So I'm going to move to the exploration action, and then I think I might just start gathering some wood. So I'm going to do the work action, which means I roll one of the gathered dice and I get a 1, which means I get 1 wood, and the wood goes into my worker's inventory. Workers can hold 6 items, and I've got 1 action left, so I'm going to work again and I'm going to roll the dice. Don't worry, Chris, when you have your go, you don't need to explain everything. You can just play.
Fantastic.
Just trying to give people a bit of an idea of what we're doing. So Sashara's had her go. I didn't do anything with the hero, just moved the worker, started gathering some stuff. Now Brutius is going to move on his go, and he's going to move up here. So one of the first things we want to do really is just start moving, trying to explore and finding some stuff. Until you've explored a few tiles, you don't really know what there is. And I get a quest hub. So quest hubs are great. Quests are basically, you can interact there and get a quest, but when you first find the quest hub, you get to pick up a quest. I just realised I didn't shuffle any of these decks, so there's a horrific chance that all the hard ones might be on top. But that's okay, because it'll be easy otherwise. It's first level, nice and easy. Okay, so quests come with a story, and they also come with objectives. So whilst it's the start of the night, we're going to read the story. When we start running out of time, we might skip over that. But this is really about role-playing. It's getting into an adventure, just having fun, exploring, experiencing, seeing what happens. So, my quest. To little space. The City of Kings is a holy place, a sacred place. A new influx of refugees arrived just last night. You know what this is already, don't you? And we need to expand their living quarters. And we need good linen, not that cheap stuff that the humans brought with them. Grumble, grumble. So we've got two options. Option A is we can bring 15 linen to the City of Kings, Chris.
I'll get right on that, shall I?
Option B is we can bring 25 linen to the City of Kings. How are you feeling about that?
That might have to wait a while.
So quests will go into the quest hub, and you can choose to do them whenever you want. They're all optional, you don't have to do them. But what's great about this quest is we need to get linen. And the horrific thing about linen is you can't get linen until you get to the end tiles. So we're about probably 2 hours away from doing that. But that's fine, because at least it didn't kill us. There's 112 quests in this game, so as you play through you're going to get lots of different things. And there's 30 different types of quests. They're not all about just gathering stuff. So Brutius has moved and he's explored, and then my worker is also going to move and is going to explore. And this is a mine. So at mines you can obviously gather ore, but I've done all my actions, so over to you, Chris. What are you going to do? No pressure.
I'm going to move and explore.
And welcome, guys, to everyone who's joining and watching. It's great to have you with us.
Woohoo, a quest.
Quest? Cool. So I will let you do the quest.
Packed lunch. Chef has got a new idea. We'll be delivering food parcels to all of the war defenders to help ration our supplies. We need enough fish to keep them fed and enough linen to wrap them in. Cried out loud. Option A, 9 linen, 5 fish. 3 XP, 3 ore. 5 linen, 9 fish, 2 XP.
So we're going to put the linen quest here, and then I'm going to shuffle the deck of quest cards. Because you know what, having all the hard ones on top may not be such a fun idea. It's all about randomness, and as much as I want Chris to lose horribly, this is the start of the game. So they're a bit more shuffled now.
I'm going to then... Where's my worker gone?
Yep, so this quest is to get some linen and some fish. So we'll be delivering food parcels to all the wall defenders to ration our supplies. So yeah, we are wrapping the fish in linen, which, to be honest, probably doesn't sound like such a good idea. But in this world, everything's been destroyed. So what you've got to realise is basically everyone's dead. Like, you know, a lot of fantasy games where they kind of go, there's some bad guys coming, let's all get together and have fun. Well, in this game, it's kind of after that, and everyone died. And there's a couple of 100 people left at the city. The enemy's approaching, they're going to destroy us, there's nothing left. So we don't have things to wrap fish in other than linen. We have wood and ore, but I think linen's probably the top of that list.
Wrap fish and fish.
So let's continue.
I'm going to... Yeah, I'm going to move and explore where I just put my worker, which is a really silly thing, isn't it? Never mind. Yay!
So Chris has found our first creature. So in this game, this is all about kind of strategy, and creatures get harder and harder. So when you find a creature, you take one of the creature tiles, which is a generic tile, and you take the creature banner and you place it on the location where the creature spawns. You then take the next creature stat bar from the pile. We're on the first one, which is number 2, because number 1 was too easy and it got binned. So we take the stat bar, put it underneath the creature, and that gives us our base stats for our creature. Do you want to start taking 2 easy abilities? So then what happens is we have these bags, and if you hold them under here, hopefully. So these bags are full of different abilities, and every creature you find takes random abilities. We're starting with easy abilities, and later on we'll get to medium and we'll get to hard abilities. And the amount of abilities means there's about 1.7 billion different combinations. So each creature you fight will just be always slightly different. There'll be kind of different strategies required. So Chris, what abilities have we got?
We have move.
So creatures by default don't move. Now it can. That's the pain.
And teleport.
And teleport, great. So teleport means the creature is going to instantly move towards its priority target. Chris, so you want to continue with your turn?
Can I have a health thing, please?
Yeah, and there's a health cube.
Thank you.
So with teleporting and creatures in general, they have a fixed amount of health, and when you attack them, they lose damage. Some of them can heal themselves back up, some of them can't, and it's persistent battle. So we can just leave this here now, and we can go off. We don't have to worry about it. But are we going to kill it?
Hell yeah.
We're going to kill it. So we're going to stay here and fight this creature.
I'm attacking it twice, which is
cool.
2 damage.
So Chris is attacking twice for 2 damage. So to start with, we can do 1 damage. On your turn, you can attack twice. Well, you have an attack action. You have 4 actions, but you can only do the attack action up to 2 times. So Chris has attacked twice, and I'm guessing that you moved, and that's you done?
Yep.
Cool. So at the end of his turn, we move the time tracker on to early morning, and then we check whether the story has been done. Story hasn't been done. No, it has been done, hasn't it? Oh, my goodness, I'm rushing ahead.
Story, haven't you?
I've changed the story. So we found it. So we get 1 hope for completing that. So in this game, you have hope. If your hope gets to 0, you lose the game. 1 hope gets lost every 6 turns. So with 3 hope, we have 18 turns. Well, 17 now to win the game. Move on to Chapter 2. Chapter 2. Discover 4 enemy tiles, including those already found within the Ageless Realms. So we need to find 3 more enemy tiles. It's worse than we thought. It looks like they're setting up bases throughout the realm. We have to push them back. How are you feeling, Chris?
Die horribly.
Does that sound harder than last time?
Enemies as well.
Oh, hey guys, thanks for joining. Hopefully you would enjoy and just ask us any questions. So we've just finished the first turn and we're on early morning. So now it's over to Sashara. Am I going to come and help you kill this creature?
I mean, you could let him get hit if you wish.
Okay, I will come up here. I'm going to move up for 1 action and I'm going to attack twice for 2 more actions. Which does 1 damage twice, so 2 damage, knocking it down to 2 health. And then my final action, my worker is going to gather 1 more time and I'm going to get attention. Yes. So attention is fantastic. When you get your 4th attention token,
It's not. It is slightest.
it's one of my favourite things in the game. So to encourage you not to stay at the same place and keep farming it over and over and over, every time you work you have a chance of getting attention, and if you get too much attention then a creature will come over and start looking for you, which is a good thing? Yeah? No? Not a good thing. Okay. So next turn, Brutius is going to come over here, which is 1 movement. He's then going to attack twice, does 2 damage and kills the creature.
Deaded.
So when creatures spawn, they spawn at the start of the player's turn who spawn the creature. So this creature starts at the beginning of Calamus Earthshaker's turn, which means that it never actually got to do anything because we killed it quick enough. The first creature is very much a kind of introduction to combat, as this is the first level, so it's fairly simple. We killed the creature, it's dead, we gain 1 XP, which means we move up and we unlock +1 stat. So now we can increase our character stats by 1. We've got 9 options and we can increase any of them by 1 point. So Chris, what kind of role do you want to go for?
I haven't thought that far ahead.
No, never. So this game is really, for people familiar with RPGs and kind of especially online RPGs, it has the Holy Trinity, so it kind of works along the lines of tanking, DPS and healing. So you really want 1 person to kind of take each of those roles, and then the other person can join in. You can have hybrids, you can have people who just do worker management, you can have a tank who heals a bit and then an attacker that heals a bit. It's completely up to you. You've got 9 different stats. There's a total of about 90 points that you can kind of customize throughout. So, and in a game you probably get somewhere between 20 and 35 depending on how well you do. So, what are you going for?
Tank.
Tank. So the
Gaffer.
holy bird is tanking.
Yep.
The most feeble, the person with a broken arm.
And the big rock man is gonna gather some resources for us.
Okay, great, fantastic. Well, just because of that, I'm going to make Brutius the king, the healer, and I'm going to make Sashara an attacker. So I am going to increase the attack, which means now Sashara can attack for 2, Brutius can heal for 2, Talora can take an additional 1 damage, and Calamus can shout at people and make them gather more stuff.
Actually move further. I didn't actually put in the gather. I put it
Fantastic.
into work and movement.
You
Which, thinking about it, was Yeah, it's a good idea.
It's great.
It's
Thanks,
a good
Chris.
idea. It's
Just for
totally a
that,
good
I'm
idea.
going to explore. So my last action, I'm going to explore and turn over this tile. So I got a shrine. So over to you, Chris. Again, in this game, another tile you can find is building types. So throughout the game, we can upgrade those to get bonuses and rewards. So this one's going to cost me 3 fish, and I'll get a skill card, and then we upgrade it to the second tier, which has another cost, and then that will go on top, and then you can upgrade it again to the third tier for permanent bonuses. So you're exploring.
Move and explore, my worker.
Move and explore.
And then I'm going to move and explore. And just hope I don't spawn a creature, because everyone else is really, really far away. I didn't, yeah.
Got a lake.
More fish.
More fish.
We
Great.
like fish.
So
Do you want that?
our tanking bird
It's fine.
is able to fish, so that's a
She
plus.
can't, that's the right fish, she can't even fish.
Okay, so you're done.
Yeah.
So on to Calamus.
Yep, so I'm going to start gathering some resources. Well, do we need anything in particular? Just fish, really.
For those who have just joined us, our second camera, so you can have one on each of our faces and see us beautifully, broke. So unfortunately, we're basically sitting on each other's laps. Literally, I think our legs are just wrapped around each other, which is a little bit uncomfortable. But this is what we're doing.
Not for me, it's not.
Thanks, Chris. Much appreciated.
Two move on my worker. And then it's going to gather twice.
You're going to gather twice.
Yep.
So here is a
And
gather dice.
Watch me get all the attention. Ooh, 3 fish.
3 fish. So the gather gives you either 1, 2, 3 or attention. Chris is generally quite a loud person, so I expect him to get quite a lot of attention.
Wow.
No attention.
Another
That is
1
good.
fish. How about that?
Good rolls for Chris.
Possibly a record.
So I'm a big fan of Chris's rolls. He is potentially the worst person for rolling dice.
I think out of every game we've ever played, the chance of me doing something bad with dice roll is extremely high.
So you're done with Earthshaker,
Yeah.
and we're going to move on. So that's the end of that round. I say round, I mean, in this game, everything's kind of very thematic, so we don't really have to talk about rounds. Effectively, we just move on to the next part of the day, which is late morning. We check our story objective. Our objective is
Find all the enemy camps.
find all the enemy
And then
camps.
eliminate
We don't
all the
have
enemies.
that. So, yeah, keep our hands up. Keep our hands up, guys. So, here we go. Let's just, I don't know whether that's just a suggestion or whether that's just so that people don't think that bad things are going on for us hugging each other. But, you know, we'll go with the suggestion that people just want to see our hands. Here's our hands. Our hands are good. So, we haven't got the 4 enemy tiles, and we're moving on to Sashara. We finished 2 turns out of potentially 18. How are you feeling? Confident?
Yeah. I'm
So
I'm
far,
down
so
for this.
good.
Yeah.
Cool.
I mean, I'm sort of liking the fact I haven't rolled any attention for the first row. I mean,
That's a plus.
it's
Always
definitely
good.
a plus. I mean,
So I'm just going to make it as hard as possible. Shara's going to move over here and kill you. She's going to knock you over, bash the whole board, and all falls apart. This is obviously a prototype. None of this is kind of final pieces, and a few of these are starting to warp. They've been around for a while now, and it's a little bit fiddly. So I'm going to move over, and just for you, Chris, I'm going to get a quest. I feel like this is a good time to get a quest.
why would you do? Okay, got him.
Oof! I've had a terrible time with it, dearie. Terrible. That's an awful voice, isn't it?
Don't do that again.
I am not good at voices. I try to do voices. I am not good at voices. Oof! I've had a terrible time with it, dearie. Terrible. But I've got some family over at Castle Paddock. Yes, horse trading family. Funny that they didn't lend me a horse, huh? Just let me, just get me there, dearie, will you? Should we want to help her? Do we want to help her? What was that? A cup of tea? Yes, eh? Yes, yes, please. So we have to protect Nanny Spindle as she travels to Castle Paddock.
You're the tank. That's possibly the worst person.
I'm not. You're the tank.
I'm the tank.
You're
That's
the
fine.
tank. I'm not the tank.
No, I'm the tank. That's
Okay.
right. Yeah,
So
that's fine.
You better remember you're the tank.
I'm the tank.
Cool. So this quest is a individual quest, which means it goes on to Sashara, and effectively she needs to find a location, which is Castle Paddock, and we don't know where that is yet. We haven't found it, so she needs to move there without taking any damage. So she's effectively escorting someone now. So that's her first part of her turn, and the second part of her turn is her worker is just going to work 2 more times. So we get 1 more attention, and we get 1 wood. So 1 more attention there.
I seem to have rubbed all
1
the bad luck
wood.
onto you.
Yep. I'm doing great, aren't I?
You are doing terribly.
So,
Maybe you should stop gathering this focus on everything. That's all gather.
so one thing I want to say is, what's great about this game, in my opinion, I feel awkward saying that, but I'm just going to say it. What's great about this game is the XP system. So we share XP. So even though I've got this individual quest and it's going to give me some XP for beating it, that goes into the shared XP tracker. And when we level up, all of us gain the bonuses for leveling up. So all the players continue to gain and level up and get stronger together. So you're not going to get one person who's super experienced, who's going to rush off, do all the stuff, get really high, and just kind of carry you through. You all kind of get brought up together. You okay? You having fun?
Yeah, I'm just wondering how else you're going to possibly kill me.
Well, I could move Brutius to this quest location and get a quest.
No.
No?
No, mind you, I'm not want to encourage you to go towards the red square either, to be perfectly honest.
Do you want to explore red?
No.
Okay.
No, I really
So
don't.
I'm going to move over here and explore. And I found a stable. This is the Green Acre Stables, which is not the one I'm looking for.
Oh no, it's in the red way. You're totally not ever going to complete that quest.
And then I'm going to work and get some ore. So 3 ore and 1 attention. So we are getting very noisy over here. That's me done. Over to you. So the attention system, the attention just stays on the tile. At midnight, so every 6th turn, we lose 1 attention token per tile. So it really does kind of build up and it just sticks there for quite a long time. You're going to move and explore, find another mine. So, what are you doing? What are you doing? So a really good thing about this game is sticking together and working as a team. So Chris has just run off and found a creature, and a few of my guys are quite a long way away. So hopefully you'll be okay.
Yeah, your DPS is quite far away, isn't it? Oh dear. No, never mind.
Cool, so I will give you the next creature. Each creature gets stronger than the last creature, and we're going to take the banner. So let's put this one over here, and this one has 2 easy abilities as well. So Chris, would you like to do the honours?
Yeah, so you've totally lost that quest.
So this creature has an ability called Reflect, which means when you do damage to it, it does damage to you. So our main attacker, who does the most damage, has a quest to take no damage. So we...
Funnily enough, I've got a sneaky suspicion you're not going to complete that quest.
I reckon that...
We could.
You could do it, I'll leave it.
Actually, we could cut it between us.
Okay.
Has no shield.
What abilities has it got, Chris?
I don't know what to find out.
So.
Curse. Oh. And poison. Oh.
So these bags of abilities are just designed to make your life hell, and it's designed to make every creature different. So this creature has Curse, which means it will curse someone and reduce all healing received on that player by 50%. And it stays there until you remove it or you travel back to the city. So you're either going to have to lose turns travelling back, or you're going to have to take the abilities later on to get rid of it. It also has Poison Bolt, which means it poisons us.
Yeah, this is only minor poison, I guess.
So poison stacks on your character and you take 1 damage every turn.
Oh, it's going to get a round in as well.
So is that you done, or...?
Potentially me dead.
Okay, so let's talk about combat quickly. Combat is all very deterministic, so you can kind of work everything out. So this creature has 7 health, so we set its health tracker to 7. It has an attack of 2, which means it's going to choose its primary target, which is the tank, and we'll talk about that later, and do 2 damage to them. It will then do an AoE attack of 1, which means it will hit everyone else within its range for 1 damage, and it has a range of 2, which means it can reach 2 tiles. Reflect 2 means that when you attack it, it does 2 damage back to you. So it's going to do quite a lot of damage to us.
It's going to take a very long time to kill that.
It's fine. We will move over and we will get it. We will kill it. If you hadn't run off and been so exciting, we could have quested for the next half an hour.
No!
We could have leveled up, got some equipment, all sorts of stuff. No?
No.
Okay. So...
I might possibly regret this, yeah, cool.
It's fine. I will save you.
I hope so, you're the healer.
I feel like at times like this where we should just ask the audience whether they want us to heal you or not. You know, whether we can just put it to the crowd and see whether they want you to survive.
No, not in the slightest. No, why is that a good idea? Everyone will want me dead. Because, you know, be funny. I'm going to work once with my worker.
Okay. So that's 1. One fish.
Going to move the worker back to the city once. Just there though. better move a shaker across, better I?
Okay.
And then I'm going to move the worker actually back to the city.
Cool. So that's 5 fish. So your workers have to bring the resources back to the barn, and once they're in the barn, which is out of the city, then they get unloaded from your worker, and then you can spend them. Resources are also shared, so everyone can use those. So even though Chris has just brought that fish back, I can now spend it if I want, or he can spend it, and so on. But we haven't found any shops yet, so we've got nowhere to spend it. Do you want to find a shop?
I think we should kill this monster first.
No? No shop?
No.
Okay.
No.
So, is that you done?
That was his go. Yeah.
Cool. So that's the end of the turns again. We now move on to midday. We check this quest. We've got to find 4 creature tiles. We've only found 2, so we go back to Sashara. Sashara's thinking she's going to probably have to ditch the quest.
She is, because we're not going to find her two over there. You're going to get hit. There's no way we can survive that long.
So I have 4 health and I can do 2 damage, and I have a range of 1. So what this means is I need to move to the creature. I can hit across 1 tile, so I'm going to do a movement. I'm then going to attack. I'm going to attack for 2, which will put its health down to 5, but it will retaliate and do 2 damage back to me. So that will put me down to 2 health. If I attack it again, I'll take another 2 damage and I'll die. And I don't want to die because that is an awful thing. Really, really bad. Dying is not good. You don't go out, but you lose 1 morale. You have 3 morale. So you go down to 2, you then go down to 1, and if you run out of morale, you're dead. That's it, game over. So no individual player goes out, but dying this early on is not good. So I'm attacking once. I'm then also going to heal myself for 1. So as I start with the ability to heal for 1, and then my final action, I'm going to, I guess,
make some more noise.
Yeah, just get a bit of noise on here, get some more creatures. Oh, that's a shame, isn't it? 1 more wood. Okay, cool. So Brutius, who is our healer, is really far away. So that's a plus. So he's going to move over here. He can't reach the tank, so that's fine. The tank does not need to survive. We don't need the tank. He's going to heal my buddy over here, because why not? You know, I love my buddy. Your guys, they're all fine. So, and I'm going to start moving my worker up here so I can start exploring. We need to keep it going, you know, we need to make it adventurous and exciting.
Get us killed.
The world wants to see us win.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure everyone wants us to win.
Alright, well, it's the creature's go.
Okay, so the creature gets to go first. So because Talora found the creature now goes into Talora's turn order. So at the start of your turn, you check any debuffs you have. Talora has none. You then activate your creatures, and then you get to do your actions.
Just realised what I've done. Cool. Well, first things first, it hits me for 2.
So you're the primary so it chooses its primary target, and how it does that is it chooses everyone who's in range. These 2 people are in range, so it has a range of 2, and it's only in straight adjacent lines.
Bomberman rules.
And then it chooses
Bomberman rules.
Bomberman rules. If people would like that terminology, Bomberman rules. And then it chooses the person with the most health. So Chris had 5 health, and therefore he becomes the target over Sashara, who only had 4. So that means you can basically push your health up to become the tank. So you take 2 damage, then does its AoE attack, which means he takes 1 more, but also Sashara takes 1 damage because she's in range.
Silly.
Yeah. And
then it does
Poison Bolt.
Poison Bolt, which not only poisoned me, also poisons the creature.
So poison gets put on a tile, anyone on that tile takes the damage. So now the creature and Chris are both poisoned. And then it curses you.
Oh, happy days.
I curse you, Chris.
Oh wow, okay. Yep, cool.
We're getting to full roleplay.
Yeah.
Full roleplay with someone who can't do anything.
Yeah.
No, okay. So, cool. Creature's done. Now it's
done.
on to
He's
Chris.
thoroughly hurt me. Alright, okay. I'm going to heal myself twice.
You can heal yourself twice?
Yep, for 1 heal. Minus 50%, back up to 1. So,
Okay.
times 2. Someone full health. Yes, I don't.
So curse reduces the healing received by 50%. Chris heals by 1. Everything always rounds up. So 1 gets reduced to half, that rounds back up to 1.
Oh, maybe I won't.
I reckon you should. I don't want to heal you. You're poisoned. I don't want to go anywhere near you.
I'm going to move up there.
Okay.
Maybe I should actually not heal. That's 3. Maybe I should attack, which puts him down to 1, which puts him to 4. Puts that, then that's 3. You get 1 attack in, and that means he dies there.
Okay. That's good.
But that means I'm going to have to get healed.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to die.
Okay, that's fine. So, you do that.
I'm going to attack instead of heal.
Okay.
Which I take 2 damage.
So you're on 1, and then we're going to ask the audience whether I should...
Screw you. Which puts him down to 4.
So the creature's down to 4. This creature doesn't have healing, so when it takes damage, that health is permanently lost.
I'm going to move in line of sight of the healer. Which is that one. Yep. What am I on? Or I'm going to resource once.
So,
yep.
Chris has been noisy.
Yep. Sounds about right. Righty on.
So,
yep.
Earthshaker.
Going to move there. For Earthshaker. I'm going to attack once.
So again, because of the reflect, Earthshaker then takes 2 damage, putting his health down to 2. I feel like you're nervous, Chris. You're normally so much faster than this.
I'm going to heal myself for 1. Because I don't actually know who's going to heal me. I don't know if I trust you tonight, Frank. I'm going to move my worker out to there.
The thing is, right now it's still early. Like, if it starts getting late, then that's when we have to start worrying about whether or not I want to trust you. I've just realised that the laptop's not plugged in, so let me do that. Turns out, plugging in the thing that is streaming is probably a good idea.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah. So you're done with Earthshaker?
Yes.
So, end of time. We move on to afternoon. We check the objective. We've not done the objective. On to me. I failed this quest because I took damage, so we get rid of that. And now it's Ashara's turn. So Ashara's thinking that A, she could attack this creature and kill it before Chris dies, or B, we could get some more wood.
I reckon you should kill it.
Okay. So we will attack once, which puts me down to 1 health, does 2 damage to the creature. I'll then heal myself for 1, that puts me back up to 2, and then I'm going to gather.
There's a good thing here.
I get 1 wood. What's the good thing?
Is that he'll die before he attacks anyone round you up attacking again.
That's true, because of the poison.
Because of the poison.
Huzzah.
I'm also going to die, so you need to heal me.
We're going to get to that in a minute. And then I'm going to work 1 more time with my worker just to get a bit more wood.
Or get
and
attention.
instead we get some attention. We're now on to 3. So that tile is now at critical state. The creatures know we're there. And if we gather any more, then creatures are... I'm only on 5. I need 6 before I go back. Otherwise it's a waste.
No, it's not, Frank.
Okay. So, work Brutius's turn. So what's Brutius going to do? I guess Brutius could heal you.
Please.
Okay. So I heal you once, which heals you for 1. Even though I have 2 healing, because he's cursed, I only get to heal him for 1. And then I will heal...
Me again.
I guess I'll heal you again for another 1. Puts you up to 3.
Thank you.
And then with my final turn, I'm going to move and explore here. Sometimes I find it's good to just do things before you kind of discuss them with Chris, just to make it a little bit more exciting. So that's the move and explore. I found a shop, so now we can buy items there. And as we found a shop, we get to add 5 items to the shop. So I've got some boots, I've got a body, I've got a helmet, and are we going to get something else? Maybe a weapon? No, some more boots. Okay, cool. So resources are simple enough. They cost items cost resource, and then you get stats. Each character can have 4 pieces of equipment, 1 pair of leggings, 1 body piece, 1 helm, and 1 weapon. You need to upgrade your character enough to unlock the ability to equip helms and weapons, but we'll get on to that in a short while.
5 on head still.
So
5 on
5,
head.
yeah.
Sweet.
So I'm done. So now it moves on to Chris, which means you do the poison on you first. So you take 1 damage.
Poison
then you do the creature, which takes 1 damage because it was poisoned, so it just dies. So luckily I only got 1 attack. We gain 1 more XP, putting us up to 2 XP, but this time we don't level up, and the creature's gone. And do you know what I like to say about when creatures die? That the next one's going to be bigger and tougher.
Yeah. This is going to have a shield, isn't it?
Next one's going to hurt you, Chris.
Yeah.
So we take this off the board, and this is where we start kind of thinking that we're on afternoon. Soon we're going to get to midnight, so we've nearly done a whole day, and we're going to be losing hope. So we really want to kind of push up and explore these last tiles. For anyone who's just tuned in, the black zone is kind of the starting area, and the red zone is the hard area. So I'm very keen on getting to the red zone.
After we found
Okay.
the 4 up there in the corner.
I think we could do hard mode, where we do all the red tiles first.
We've got to get to the red tiles, which means...
We're next to them.
Not now.
Okay.
When I'm poisoned and
Okay.
I'm cursed, we're
Yeah,
going to survive long if we
Okay.
go into the red zone.
that is true. You are not in a healthy state.
One creature and I'm dead.
You're a poison cursed bird with a broken arm.
Yep.
Okay. What are you going to do, Chris?
I'm going to move. And then I'm going to heal myself. For one. You don't have to heal me anymore. It's fine.
Okay.
I've got
You've
my
got
own
this.
healing. I've got
now.
my
You
own
can look
healing.
after
Yeah,
yourself.
Yeah.
So you're kind of running forward, dying, and then you pause and heal yourself. And then you run forward a bit more.
Yeah.
Die a
that's
bit more.
Pretty much how it's going
Okay.
to roll. Yeah. Then I'm just going to gather on the spot. Gather once. Get some attention, because, you know, why not? Yep.
Hello!
Yeah. That's not what I
Chris here! Anyone here?
And then we'll gather again.
So Chris is rolling his back, which is fantastic. So we've got 3 attention here,
that's
3
brilliant.
attention here, and we're not at the end of the first day. So that's good. That's a plus.
I'll try to win the fish next, don't worry. It's fine.
It's fine. It's okay, right?
Not really, no.
So on to Earthshaker. So one of the things that's really good about this is because we're on the easy level, it means that I can just make it really hard for Chris just by doing stupid things, because it's a cooperative game and you don't want it to be easy, right?
I hate you sometimes. Right, so I'm going to move and explore. Ooh. No, I'm not.
You're going to explore the red?
No, I'm not.
No.
I'm not going to move at all. I'm going to move. Just the tension there. I'm going to move there with my worker. I'm going to work twice, which I'm just going to get more attention on that spot.
Okay.
So
So that's 3 in a row. That's pretty good going. Can we make it 4? Oh.
I broke the chain. Oh no!
So these dice have...
Weighted. They're weighted, guys.
They're not weighted. They have 2 1s, a 2, a 3, and then 2 attention. So you've got a 1 in 3 chance. So getting 4 in a row is pretty good going.
I've done it though.
You have many times.
I have. I've done that quite a few times.
You done? So
Yeah.
end of time, we move on to evening, we check the objective, we still only found 2, so now we really need to start pushing on, we've got to get going. So I'm just going to start running over here. I can only move 2 tiles at a time because I've not upgraded my movement, and I can only move once. So my worker's thinking, 5 wood, should get 6, 3 attention, do we risk it?
No, because
No.
literally my tank cannot take the damage. It's just
So,
go back to town so we can buy some
no,
armor.
I'm going to move over here.
I want the legs.
It's fine, you'll be okay. You'll be fine. Do you need them this turn?
Yes.
Okay, where are you? You're here.
And there.
You can't get to the shop this time. Well, I guess you can interact. Oh, do we want... Okay, we'll be nice. I will move to the shop for you, Chris.
Thank you. How much
And
was
then that gives us 5 wood. So I've now taken the wood back to the shop. Back to the barn, sorry. So that leaves my guy. I've got 2 more. So I'm going to move out and then I'm going to work over here.
Like I haven't made enough noise.
1 ore. Fantastic. So that's that turn done. And you see we've now got 5 fish and 5 wood in the barn. These items over here, the boots cost 1 fish, 1 wood. This costs 2. So actually I probably want to get this on my healer. And this on my healer, maybe. As it's my healer's turn and I'm in the shop.
Might as well.
So you can buy items from the city or from the shop. It's an interaction action, which is my least favourite expression. Interaction action. Do we say just interaction action? Just... How would you say it? Say it 5 times fast.
No, because I'm going to fail miserably at
That's
that.
fine. No one's
Interaction
watching.
action, interaction action, interaction action, interaction action, interaction action, interaction action.
That was 6 times, so you failed anyway.
Oh, go away!
So I'm at the shop, and I'm now going to buy... Should I buy the other boots, just because you need them?
No,
I'm
buy
gonna
the healing
buy
boots.
The body and the healing boots. So that's going to cost us 2 wood and 1 fish. And I'm going to put the boots here, which increase my healing by 1. And I'm going to put the body here, which is increasing my healing by 1. It gives me 1 luck, and it increases my gather by 1. Which now means when I go and gather for resource, I get to roll 2 dice instead of 1. Yay! So maybe we should do that. I'm going to move with my worker and explore. I'm going to move up and explore. And I find a forest, and then I'm going to move my character to start moving over as well. So it's your turn, you're poisoned, you're dying.
Yep.
So if you go back to the city, you get rid of all of the kind of effects on you, and you also get your health back. We have a stable up here, so that's really useful. So stables are kind of fast travel, so you can do an interaction at the city to jump to the stable, or at the stable to jump back to the city. So what Chris could have done is he could have moved to the stable and jumped over here, but what he actually did was he moved here, which was a very silly thing to do.
Totally forgot about that one.
But you wouldn't ever go back on a turn, would you, Chris?
Oh! No, that's alright, the math. Oh, it does, because that means... Yeah, the math, it's fine. It's a waste of a go, but who cares? Can I have a scavenge dice, please?
You may have a scavenge dice. So scavenging takes place at enemy bases. So you gather at resource nodes, you scavenge at enemy bases. They give you different chances of getting different stuff. You also get attention. Chris is going to roll the dice, and he's going to get attention.
1 in 6 chance that I'm going to get an attention on this one.
1 in 6?
And I found a quest item which we don't have, and I never ever got that.
So the green tick represents quest items, so if you're questing then it becomes relevant, but otherwise it's basically nothing. Well done. So you moved to the wrong place and you didn't get anything.
So he's going to move. There. And fall over and break the board. My worker is sort of annoyed that you sort of joined me in that spot.
I reckon that we could just go straight into the red.
I reckon we don't.
We can all get there. We can jump to the stable, 1 turn, go for it.
No.
No?
No.
Okay. What Chris doesn't know is since he last played this, I've made a few changes.
Oh no.
And I haven't told him about them yet. Generally, they just made things a little bit harder. So more attention for Chris.
Yep.
So that puts this one up to 3. This one's on 3. This one's on 3. That's pretty good going.
That's all our aura is on 3. We might as well spawn a creature next to the city and go over, shouldn't we? Really?
We could spawn a creature, all 3 of them.
No.
Okay.
It's a really bad idea. Well, I'm going to go to the lake. I'm going to move and then work again because.
Okay.
You know why not?
3 fish.
Fish seem to be very lucky for me. I've got the fish down. I've got fish down.
So at the end of Chris's turn, we move on to midnight, which means we lose 1 hope. We take 1 attention token off each of the tiles, which means we can go back to gathering them now, right? Oh god, look at this every time I'm turning them over. So for anyone who can't see under the camera, I'm just failing at picking things up. So check the story, we haven't done that. It's on to Sashara's turn. Sashara's thinking, what should I do? What should I do?
Probably go up.
Yeah, let's move up. She's going to move up to here, which is 1 movement action. Her worker's going to move twice to head over to the fish, and then she's going to gather once. Now, because I haven't upgraded this character as the other one, so I get to roll 1 dice, and I get 3 fish. So look at that.
We're good for fish, aren't we?
Fish are easy. Fish are friends. I've got some more. That's pretty good. 1 ore, 3 fish.
Yeah, I've got 4, so
3,
5 ore.
yeah.
Yeah, it's not bad. Yeah,
Pretty good going.
You realise the first linen we're going to spawn, I'm going to roll and just get like an instant enemy.
You do realise that we're all going up here to explore, and your tank's going back to the city, and it's going to take 3 turns to get there.
No, it's not.
But that's okay.
Because you're going to explore there with a worker, aren't you? Going to spawn something, and my tank's going to go within range, so it doesn't matter how far my tank is.
I guess I could. But first I'm going to work twice. So I'm going to roll 2 dice. I get 2 attention.
No way! Where was that to?
Up here.
Okay, worker's not going to explore.
I'm going to
too far away.
Work again at the same place, because there is no chance I'm going to roll 2 more attention in one go. No chance.
Just do
Absolutely
it. Just
no.
do it.
Look at that. 2 wood. Fine. See? Fine. Okay, and then final action, I'm going to move over here.
Move
Your turn.
there.
No, you're going to move up there.
Yeah, but the map, what?
Well, we can get our heroes to explore here. I can't take it back. Do you take one more damage? Go to the city, gets all of his health back, is no longer cursed, is no longer poisoned, but some would say playing with me is a curse.
I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to interact with the shop. I'm going to buy me some more health.
Okay,
For 1 wood.
cool. So we've now only got one item here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I didn't get the 5th item, did I?
No, you didn't. That
Should have
was
taken 5.
That was very silly of you, wasn't it?
We recently changed it so we get 5 instead of 4. So
Only there was some ore in the sea.
I've got loads of ore, but I'm up here exploring. So this game is where you get to choose whether you want to explore with your workers or gather resources and help
We're doing
everybody.
both.
Okay, so Chris,
I'm going to scavenge twice. Yeah.
scavenge. Cool.
Just 1 dice.
1 dice.
Yeah. 1 die.
Die.
1 fish. I am
fish.
loving the fish tonight. Not often I say that.
Chris does have a reputation when it comes to fish, but we can't talk about that on this stream.
No. It's too many innocent eyes.
So
Does that go over?
onto Earthshaker. So what's interesting is we've been playing for about I think 35-40 minutes now, and we've managed to get through 7 turns, which actually, or 7 rounds of turns, so 28 turns, which is 112 actions. So 112 actions in 40 minutes isn't too bad.
Bloody hell.
That's like 1 every 20 seconds or so. So you can play at a fairly good pace if you kind of know what you're doing. And obviously we're playing around quite a bit. We can get through this quite quickly if we want to. But I like to watch Chris suffer. What are you thinking? Quest?
Yeah, why not?
Quest. Cool. I'm going to give you a quest, but you need to move your head here and look at the camera and read the quest.
Oh, damn it. The Hounds of Hell. Oh, group quests. You don't know how long they've been on your scent, but you can run no longer. The dreaded part phantom, part wolf, Hounds of Hell have tracked you down and seek to feast on the souls of their target. Draw 1 creature card and defeat it. This creature has 2 easy abilities, 2 XP.
Did you find a creature, Chris?
Draw 2 creature cards, instantly discard, instantly take the reward. Oh yeah, we're doing that one.
Whoa, so...
Right, so option A, draw 1 creature card and defeat it. This creature has 2 easy abilities, 2 XP is the reward. Option B, draw 2 creature cards, instantly take the reward and discard this card. 3 XP and 2 items.
So our option is we get a nice easy creature and get a small reward, or we get 2 creatures and we get an instant bonus but no reward.
But we get items.
We get items. How do you feel? What do you want to do? What do you reckon? I reckon
Option B.
option B. Don't whisper. Why are you whispering?
Option B. We'll chance it, which I'm probably going to really regret doing this.
So first thing, we're going to take the reward. So we're going to get 3 XP, which means we level up 1, 2, 3 twice. So we get 1 stat and 1 skill point. So stats are going up, and I'm thinking that I'm going to start increasing my range on my healer, I think, just so that it can start reaching further. Range you have to upgrade twice to get across another tile, so I've gone from lower 1 to upper 1, and for Shara, who's my attacker, she's just going to increase her attack to 3 damage. What are you going for, Chris?
Health.
Attack, and attack. So you're actually going to start attacking now?
I might as well.
That might be good.
Yeah,
Okay.
What's going on.
So we also get a skill token. So
Oh, yeah.
skill tokens are really interesting. So in this game, as well as customizing your character through stats, you also get to work up a skill tree. And as you can see down here, each character has a set of skills, and they're unique for each character. So each character has 12 unique skills. They're set into... Do you want token tiles?
Can I for them, please? Yeah.
Cool.
So we can see what
So-
potentially we can have.
the tiers are split into 3 rows. So you've got 4 here, then 4 in the middle, and then 4 at the top. And you can take 1 skill from each set of 4. So you can choose one of these, then later you can choose one of these, and then later you choose one of these. And effectively, as you get these tokens, let's put that one over there, you move up the tree. So my first time I get one, I can put it on any of the bottom 3. Then as I move up, I can start putting it up, and I can choose to move across and take one of these abilities, or then I can take one of these cards and continue moving up the card. Again, I might take this ability, and then I can start moving across, and as long as the lines join up, you can continue across the tree, and eventually you can select. You can.
You can't take 2.
Oh no, sorry. Yeah, so you can go up here. Don't ruin it on the camera, that was a perfect explanation. So you can move up the tree, you can take 1 from each tier of 4, and there you go. So, obviously we've only just gained 1, so I can't do any of that yet. Feeling bad, Chris. Feeling bad. Made a mistake. I don't know my own game.
Yep.
So I'm going to move up to the right hand side and increase this side for this character, and for Sashara I'm going to go up the left hand side and increase range. So as Chris is making a decision, each time you put a token on one of the things, you also get that stat bonus. So as you're moving up, you gain stats, but then also you get the abilities. Each set of 4 is kind of got 1 attack, 1 healing, 1 tanking, and 1 kind of bit more fun. They're not like quite so explicit, so sometimes the attack ones aren't quite about doing damage, they're more about strategy. Sometimes the tanking ones, again, they're about strategy and positional stuff. So it does vary, but effectively, right hand side is really good for healing and tanking, left hand side is really good for attacking, but it does vary depending on your style. What are you going for? Right hand side, left hand side?
Yep.
Cool, not going up the middle?
No, I was thinking about it, but it's nothing really that takes my fancy.
So that quest is instantly done, and now we get to draw 2 creatures.
So which character? On him?
It was Earthshaker. So creature 1, we take our generic template, and we put our generic
that
creature.
moment when you should have really have done that before.
Yeah, I know, but I thought it'd be more fun this way. So this creature has 15 health, 2 attack, 2 AoE attack, it heals for 2, and it gets 3 easy abilities. So that's a bit harder. The last creature had 7 health, and it healed for 1, and it did 2 damage and 1 AoE. So this one's quite a bit harder.
Combo, aren't we?
And we're going to get 3 easy abilities, Chris. So it's
grab.
Grab pulls you to its tile.
Frostbolt, that's not too bad.
Frostbolt will put frost on the tile, which means that you move slower.
And well, that's good with the
Hounds. Hounds is good, yeah. Hounds is where it summons demons from the pits of hell. See, I'm good at this role-playing stuff, aren't I? And they'll chase after your workers, and they'll pin your workers. So if a hound gets onto a tile with your worker, it can't do anything until you kill it. So now we get our second creature.
2 health cubes, please.
You may. So 15 health. Second creature, which means you get another template. This one gets priority because it comes out second. It also goes on that same tile, so you can't move, can you?
I can.
Didn't you just move there to do the quest? Yep.
He's dead.
So that's good. Okay, so this one has...
Yep, he's dead. I didn't think of that one, did I?
So the second creature has 8 health, which is much less, but it has shield, which reduces its incoming damage by 2 for every attack. It has 1 attack, 2 AoE, and then a combo ability, which is the medium difficulty. What's it got?
I don't know. Oh, it's not too bad.
So it's got Panic and Violence. Panic means that your character is going to run away in a random direction, and Violence means it puts another type of little creature on the board, and if it touches you, it explodes and does 8 damage. That's pretty good. 8 damage, Chris.
Does that one they get to attack first?
Before the other creature? Yeah.
Panic might save me.
Maybe.
Or it could kill me. I'm not entirely sure which one, but you never know.
It could panic you into the Violence.
No, because the Violence won't spawn till after.
No, they spawn before Panic.
Oh, ooh, no, they don't activate that go, do they, remember?
They do. They don't activate when they land, but if you run into them, they explode.
Oh, yeah, we changed. Yeah, that's rubbish. Can I have a health token, please?
Yeah. One of the things about changing the rules in the game every 5 minutes is that it does make it a bit harder to keep track. But effectively, what's happened here is Chris has taken a quest that spawned a creature, but he decided that we should take 2 creatures instead, and now his character is stuck on a tile where it can't move away and has 2 giant creatures that will get to attack before he can move again. Anything else you'd like to do this turn, Chris?
Well, let's just go over it, it's fine.
So we move to early morning, we check the objective, we can't do the objective, and I'm thinking we're going to lose so quickly. Oh my god, you don't know the changes I've made.
I don't want to know.
It's much harder, Chris, much harder. We don't have time to sit back and
Do you know
have
what
fun.
I've suddenly realised as well? None of us can sit there and take the AoE damage from this.
Oh, it does 4 AoE.
That's 4 AoE
and we
damage.
have 4 health.
Oh, you have 4 health except for
Well,
me.
Sashara has 2, so that's a plus. So it's Sashara's turn, and she's going to move away. She's going to go... We have to keep pushing.
No.
We're going to go up here, and we're going to explore. Should we explore?
No, because that's going to be a creature.
But we can't kill these.
Yes, we can.
They kill us.
No, you won't, because you can just hit that then move away. You can do 3 damage. That's 2 hits, move. Takes it down to 6.
Where was I? Was I here?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll attack once. I will attack for 3 damage. Didn't get any luck, so that means I'm going to do 3 damage, and I will attack the bottom one, which means I do 1. It's got 2 damage reduction, which means I only get to do 1 damage to it. It brings its health down from 8 to 7. I'll attack a second time for 3, which again gets reduced by 2, so that will knock it down to 6, and then I'll move away. So, health down to 6, move away, and then my worker...
Could you bring the all back, please?
Next turn. Next turn.
Yeah.
I will... Oh.
Because the tank's going to die.
Okay.
Because that does 2, 4, 3, 7 damage. I've got 7 health.
We can hope that the panic works. So, the problem here is those 2 creatures will both get to attack at the same time, and in total they'll do 7 damage. You have 7 health.
I need that item.
So we need to get that item, which is the body piece, which will increase health by 1, but that costs 1 fish, 1 ore. We have 4 fish, but we have no ore. I have ore on this character, but this character's there, so I can start moving back, but obviously it won't be enough. So it becomes Brutius's turn. So Brutius is thinking, he's got 3 ore, but again, his movement is only 1, and he's all the way over there.
Back.
There's no benefit, because this one will bring it back.
Yeah, but you're
1.
still nearly full though, you see, there's no point. Bring the resources back.
Okay.
Do we get 2 items, by the way? We did.
Oh, for the quest?
Yeah, for the quest, 2 items.
Do you want them?
Yes.
Do you want them?
Yes,
Okay.
100%.
Let's move this back. Okay. So we'll gel out 2 more items. We got a sword.
Oh, for crying
That's a
out loud.
nice sword.
That'd be very handy. Oh, look at that, eh?
Some boots.
Oh, surprise, surprise.
So,
It's a very nice sword, actually.
what shall I do? What shall I do?
Give me that sword.
I'm going to move my Brutius away, and then I'm going to heal Sashara.
You didn't fancy attacking him.
1 attack.
You could go on through his shield. He didn't got a shield, but he heals. Never
Heals,
mind.
yeah. So I'm going to heal Sashara for 2, well for 4, but it puts her up to 4. So that's me done. So now it's your turn. So you can move to the mine and try and get some ore and try and move back.
So that's 3 actions.
Yeah.
In order to get the item, we need to interact. I can...
You could die.
He's dead.
Anyone feel like we're losing any morale here?
Yeah, he's
Anyone?
dead.
No?
He's dead.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no movement.
So,
Oh, that was fun.
okay.
He might not die. Panic might save
It
him.
might be saved. So let's leave him to his fate.
Yeah.
What are you going to do with Talora? Or? Fish?
Yeah, I'm gonna get some more.
Get some more fish.
No.
Okay.
Get some more.
Okay. 1 ore. Fantastic. So it's a move and a gather, a move back and buy. I mean, we're going to have to kill them.
We are gonna have to kill them. I think you need to get those boots for your DPS.
Yeah, I mean, that's miles away though.
Only you hadn't moved. all
I know, I
that
could have moved the
distance.
other way, couldn't I?
Yeah.
That would have helped.
Yeah.
So, Chris, what are you going to do?
Scowl at you. And...
I feel like we're going to go into a speed round in a minute.
Right, I'm going to move my worker back.
So,
And then interact.
So worker comes back. That gives us 2 fish.
1 ore.
1 ore. And then you're going to interact.
Yeah.
And buy the body.
Yeah.
Which costs us 1 fish and 1 ore.
Why not? We're not the best body in the world, but...
So that increases your health by 1 and your healing by 1.
Yeah. Not too bad.
How you feeling, Chris? Positive?
He's dead.
So it's his turn, right?
Yep.
Cool. So the creatures activate in the order that they kind of newest one goes first. So the green creature is going to go first, and it's going to attack for 1 damage. Puts his... Oh,
He's
you
dead.
didn't even heal him. Okay. I could have healed him, couldn't I? But you didn't say. Oh well. So then he does an AoE attack that hits everyone in the area for 2. That kills Earthshaker, that moves back to the city, and we lose some morale, Chris.
Did we gain morale at all?
No.
Oh,
No happiness. Look, there's a sad face at the bottom.
that sucks.
There is no happiness here. Just death.
Well, that's nothing unusual, is it, really? Okay.
So that creature is then done.
Spawns of violent, kind of a movement card, please.
So violin spawns. So these movement cards basically represent where things spawn. So the X represents the creature, and then the 1 represents the first spawning location. So it will spawn here. If that touches any of us, we explode for lots of damage. So
8 damage.
Going. 8 damage.
Yep.
You can take 8 damage. No, nearly. You've got 8 health. That's
Yes.
close.
I can't take it.
And then we have to spawn a hound.
A hound.
So this creature, because no one's in range of it now, doesn't do any attacks. It would heal itself, but it's got full health still. So we grab another position card and we spawn the hound here. So hounds trap your workers, so it'll move towards your workers. They don't do any damage to anyone, they just pin stuff down. So Earthshaker died, so Earthshaker's back in the city, has full health. We lost a bit of morale. Bit sad about that. We're not going to get the outstanding achievement for not dying. I was going for it. I was confident we were going to get it.
Yeah, right, okay.
No? Okay.
I don't think we've ever died this early, actually. It's 5 fish.
5 fish. I don't think you've ever died this early, because normally you wouldn't spawn 2 creatures from a quest.
That is very true.
But there's good news. The good news is we're now more powerful.
Please don't spawn any more creatures
When we
over there.
kill those creatures, we'll be good. Okay. So what are you going to do? You've moved back, put the resource in.
Shall I buy those boots or do you want the boots?
You are more than welcome to buy them, if you'd like to buy them. If you are going to take a role of attacking people, boots that make you do more damage could be
Yeah, I'm
useful.
going to buy the boots.
Okay. So boots to you.
It's a moment where you slightly regret upgrading your worker to he moves a little bit faster.
I'm feeling like the worker upgrade term 1 was super beneficial. I can't even imagine how much we would be struggling if we hadn't done that. Thanks, Chris.
Well, to be perfectly honest, it's not actually... We got a lot of fish from it.
I mean, we
A
could
lot
say
of
that you
fish.
have died, and if you had put your health up, you wouldn't have died.
Yes, I would have. Because I still would have full health and I would have died anyway.
Okay.
So.
You would have got panicked.
Yeah, into the violin.
Okay,
That's
so
just
is
my
that
luck.
you done?
Yes, no. Earthshaker's still got things to do.
Hmm.
He's going to move.
That way?
Yep. I'm not going to move there, am I? This is just like...
You could. This is basically a time bomb. You probably don't want to move into it.
No.
Obviously, if you move here, then you're in range of these creatures. The city is a safe tile, so when you're in the city, you can't attack out, but you can't be damaged in. So end of turn. Move.
Oh, I haven't finished my work
No,
yet. We're
no,
almost
no, no.
enthusiastic there.
Oh, come on, Chris. Come on, Chris.
And I'm going to... What do we need? We need ore. Oh, I might as well move there.
Didn't you move back with the resources at the start of the turn?
I did. That's why that was on there.
Yep.
So I'm just going to move out there. Yep.
So, end of turn, late morning. Have we killed 4 enemy tiles, Chris?
We've discovered 4 enemies and killed all the enemies that
Okay.
spawned.
So we are now nearly halfway through our hope.
Yeah, I think I might have messed that one up.
Also, just for Chris's benefit, because I haven't told him this yet, you will now note that not all quests give you hope as rewards. So we only get 3 items for completing this. So we're not actually going to get hope for this. We had to complete the next objective, or maybe the following objective, before we get any hope. So we actually now only have 1, 2, 3, 9 more turns to complete this and the next objective. But we will get 3 items, and you are a fan of items because you drew 2 creatures to get items. Maybe I should have told you about that change.
Yeah, I think you should have, because I was under the assumption that I was going to get hope when we defeated
You're
creatures.
not going to get hope. You're not going to get
Right,
anything.
okay, well...
You're feeling a bit more positive now.
Not really, I think we just messed up.
Did I not tell you about that?
No,
Okay.
you didn't. No, you just took the quest, you read it out and
Okay.
didn't actually read anything else.
So one of the things that's kind of good about playtesting is, you get to change things and you get to improve things. And I was finding that having too much hope obviously made the game take quite a long time. So we took some of it out to encourage you to play faster. So it's Shashara's turn. I can't attack this turn.
Can't do it.
Because I guess you need to move in. Although you would be able to move in. Do you have the health to move in now?
I can now, I can survive now by 1 health.
So
I'm going to interact to there, so your healer needs to be somewhere.
Okay, so I'm going to move Shashara down, which is 1 movement, and then I'm going to attack once for 3 damage, which does 1 more damage, puts it down to 5, attack again, puts it down to 4, and then with my final action, I am going to move my worker 1 step closer to taking the resources back. Then with Brutius is going to...
Not move anywhere because he's going to be in range. I would just keep him there.
I have to get this killed.
I'll kill it. I'll move him
You're
there.
going to move over?
Because I can't get to the range, so I'm going
But
to move.
he's not going to go before it goes. So one of these 2 characters has to kill that. How much AoE damage do they do?
4. He's not
4.
going to survive.
Well, Talora will have to kill it. She'll just have to move up and kill it.
Yes, she is.
Okay, so I will leave that. I will attack the hound though and just kill the hound. Because why not? And then with my worker, I'm going to continue moving my worker back, which is 1, 2.
You
I can't go through that one. So I'm going to go 1.
No, leave the
2.
worker there and upgrade that.
Do we want to upgrade?
Yeah,
it?
because it gives us 1 skill. Oh no, it doesn't give us a skill card, does
I
it?
guess we can
You
get
can
it for
upgrade it
later.
twice. You can upgrade it twice.
I could.
Straight
Okay.
away.
So I was already there. So I guess I could work. So I can work, which costs us 3 fish. We get an extra skill card to come to the pile, and then we get to upgrade this tile
And it gives us that.
eventually.
So
Oh yeah, we'll get it straight off. So now we've upgraded to that one, which means that we now have to pay 5 fish.
you want to do it
Luckily,
again.
we do have 5 fish,
we
which
should have
means
done
we
that
can
before
pay
you
that
attacked, 'cause you would
upgrade.
have killed that one.
And then we get the second pace, and on top of that upgrade we get an additional skill token to spend on each of our characters, which increases our health to 5, which now means we can take 4 AoE damage, and everything's looking positive, everything's looking good. We can take the damage, we can do more damage. So this tile is now a permanent buff. People stood there, do +3 healing and +3 attack. So that's a plus. It's a shame that my turn is done. But we are going to be able to kill through those creatures.
Ha! Interact, move, kill, smack.
You could. I'm just thinking about whether I want to do anything else.
One more thing, have you?
Yeah, but there's nothing really good. So
Well, you stand on the heat. Oh no, there's no point.
I
That's the point, because you can still heal me twice. You
yeah,
still
I
heal
think
me.
I'm going to just pass that one. I could move my worker, but I think the length it'll take for it to get round, it's going to be done anyway. Actually, no, I'll move it here because you're going to kill it. There we go. So, workers can't die; they're invincible. But now he's hiding. He's trapped by that thing.
So, Zora's going to interact.
So interaction to the stable. So that's the fast travel.
Wait a second.
No,
He's
because
going to do Frostbolt, isn't he? Which one puts frost on the temple.
that's fine though, because it only stops us moving.
Yeah, that's what. Interact.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to move. And if I move, I can attack this one,
Yeah.
which kills it.
Yeah.
And then I can attack this one
Yeah.
for 4, which is for 2.
Okay. That sounds like a good plan.
Yep, done. Interact, move, attack, attack.
So the token's dead. You're on there, so you get the +3 attack bonus, so you
Which
do
is
4
4
damage.
damage. Right,
Pushes
okay.
the creature down to 2.
Boom.
And that's you done. So now creature goes. So the green creature goes first, so it attacks the primary target, which is Talora, for 1.
Yep.
It then does AoE damage to everyone in range, which is Sashara and Talora, for 2 damage. And then we get Violins, so we spawn a new Violin with a new position card, which then goes here again.
Because why not?
So that's really bad. So now we get panicked, which means we randomly move, and if we run into that, it's not a good thing. Also, I should point out that if you get panicked away and I don't, it's also not a good thing. So there's a chance we could both die here
And lose the game.
and lose the game. Because of a decision that you made, Chris.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
I'm good with that. I'm good with that. I am good with that. So I get panicked first.
Panic goes in using position cards again, so this time we move our characters across the line. So you ready, Chris?
Yeah.
So Chris is going up and across 2.
Oh, that is not good. That's just not good in the slightest.
So Chris is in the red zone, and the red zone is the hard area. And you can't. The rule is you can't move from an unexplored tile to an unexplored tile through your movement action. So effects can push you in there, but now he's going to have to explore his way out.
No.
Yes.
No. His worker is going to explore my way out. I'm not going to explore it. My worker is.
So I'm now going to get panicked, which means I'm going to randomly move. If I move down, I die. If I move along, I die. If I move here, I die. If I move here, I die. Are you ready, Chris?
Please don't move back to the sea.
Oh, look at that.
No way.
1, 2, 3. Oh, that was a little bit of
That's hilarious.
planned skill. So creature 2 goes, doesn't have anyone to attack, it spawns the hounds, which means that the hounds come, 1 goes off the board, 2 goes off the board, so we go up to 3, which means it goes over to this tile. So, that went well. We didn't die. I had hope. We don't have much hope. We've got 9 more turns to win.
The bad thing is,
You've got to explore your way out of red, and we've got to find 2 more creatures.
I can kill them.
Yeah, so we've got to kill at least 4 creatures. Potentially 5. In 9 turns. How are you feeling?
Yeah. So I'm going to.
So it's Earthshaker's turn.
I'm going to move there and kill that violin.
Okay.
Then I'm going to move. Which tile should we explore? This one or that one?
I think this one, because we don't have to kill it.
Yeah, that one there. That I can't actually explore. That's going to be next
Okay, next turn we're going to get a new friend to play with.
go. Or a stable. Or a shop. Or a quest.
So,
Or a trap.
end of turns. We move on to midday. Check the objective. Haven't done the objective. We still haven't done the objective, Chris.
I know.
We're halfway through the second day of 3.
Yeah.
It's getting tough.
You should tell me about that hope thing.
I should have. I probably
Yeah,
should have
you should
remembered
have. You
about
should have told me that
That's
one.
why it's not a problem. Like, you know, experience. This is the first level, and we are playing the easiest version of that right now. And you've played this game many times, Chris. You're an experienced player.
Yeah.
Use the strategy. Use the force.
We should have put that down to 1 and do it.
So, Sashara's turn. Sashara can't get in range. So I'm going to move over here, which is a movement. My worker's finally going to get back, which is a worker movement, which gives us 3 fish, 1 ore. And then I've got 2 more actions. So my next action is my worker's going to move back out here. And then I'm going to roll 1 dice. Got some attention. I'm pretty good on the rolls today.
Says the person who hasn't rolled 3 attention in a row.
So how much health has that one got left? 2.
2. Just need to do it once.
But with 2 shields I'd have to do 4. So maybe I should move down and attack it with my healer. Because that's only going to do 4 damage.
That won't kill you. Yeah. Go on
So
here.
I'm going to move down on here. I get to power up from the shrine of the eastern wind, which means I do 4 damage. I'm going to attack.
You can attack twice as well.
Which
you can
4 damage will do 2 damage to that one.
Which is dead.
And then I will attack again.
Filings. Yeah.
That's a plus. So we got rid of 1 creature and we get 2 XP, which gives us a plus stat point. So you know what? I might increase the attack on my healer.
No, not necessarily.
Yeah, it's fine. It's dumb. And I'm going to get some luck on my attacker. You know, every time I get luck and it never pays off, it's never good. Thanks, guys. As you can probably tell, these are like very much prototype pieces, but they're pretty much there. They've gone through a lot of iterations, and we're really trying to kind of each time we do playtests, we're just seeing what people do, what people don't do, and we're making some changes based on that. So, for example, you never win, but that's not because of the character sheet.
No,
you know. And we're really putting some thought into it. So one thing we've noticed in early versions is obviously people are obviously on the edge of the table quite a lot and kind of doing this, and their big fat bellies are touching the table and stuff. So what we did is we actually put all the stats on the far end of the sheet, so you've got less likelihood of kind of knocking them as you kind of lean over the table. So we're trying to think about all of the little things we can do just to make them that little bit more kind of easy to use and a little bit friendlier. So my final action, and I guess I'm going to continue moving my worker back, and then I'm done. So on to Talora. And I should say, welcome to everyone who's joined recently. I'm Frank, this is Chris, one of my friends who's helping us do this playtest this evening. We're playing 2 characters each of the first level of the City of Kings. When you play the game, you get 7 levels. This is the easiest first level, and we're currently losing horribly.
Sort of my fault.
Sort of Chris's fault. We have like 2 characters each. I'm playing an attacker with this character. This character is focusing on healing. Talora here is focusing on tanking, and Calamus over there, I don't know what Calamus is doing. He's doing all sorts of weird stuff.
He's doing everything. He's just getting about.
Yeah, I have spent a lot of time being a fat person, so that's allowed me to kind of
for yourself.
Experience quite a lot of stuff, you know. Chris over here is my slim friend, who I'm not going to go down that line of conversation.
No.
But yeah, we're definitely trying to just, you know, help make it as friendly as possible.
So, right, I can explore that tile.
You could, oh yes,
and then I can move away and interact back to the sea, or I can just move there and it won't get attacked. If that is a creature,
that could be good.
Because if even it is a creature, it won't be able to attack us unless it gets like poison cloud or something, which is really bad. And then next go, I can then move, and we can kill that really quickly.
We could.
So I'm going to explore.
You're going to explore. So Chris is exploring our first red tile from the hard zone. We do not want it to be a creature. We do not want it to be a creature. What is it, Chris? It's a creature. So that's quite a good probability. So the red zone, the hard zone, is a hard zone for a reason. Luckily, this one only gets 1 plus easy ability. So we're going to draw creature number 8, which I think is about the 5th creature. The numbers don't go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just because. So are you ready, Chris?
Not really, but go on then.
We take our generic creature template and we put our generic creature banner to represent its location. And this creature has 10 health. It has 2 easy abilities, 1 medium ability, plus the bonus easy ability, which means it gets 3 easy abilities, has 2 shield, which reduces incoming damage by 2, it heals itself for 4, it attacks for 3, it has 3 AoE attack, which means it hits everyone within range, and it has a range of 3. So
it doesn't move.
For those who haven't been here for a creature, creatures will get harder and harder as they kind of progress, but they also get abilities, and the abilities come from 3 bags, easy, medium and hard, and the further you get through the game, the harder combinations you get. Now, there's about 50 or 60 different core abilities, but there's lots of different combinations, and in fact you can get about 1.7 billion different combinations of creature stats. So,
and yet we always get the same type.
No, we don't, so we never get the same ones. We always get killed.
Oh, so the first one is panic.
So we get panic. So the easy bag is the simpler abilities. They're a lot more simple to deal with.
Lightning bolt, which hits the target for 1.
So panic can make someone run away. Lightning bolt does 1.
Grab.
Again pulls you to its tile. And then what's the medium ability? So medium abilities come in 2 just to make life a bit easier.
Shredders and Witch Doctor.
Shredders and Witch Doctor's great. So
That's going to get progressively stronger.
oh god. So for anyone who doesn't really understand what's just happened, we've got a creature over here and we don't really want to kill it. Chris is just trying to get out, but you can't move from an unexplored tile onto an unexplored tile. You can't go diagonally, so he had to explore to be able to move out of this location. He spawned a creature, which we don't want to kill. We just want to leave it there because we need to kill this creature and move over here. But this creature has Witch Doctor and Shredders, which means every turn it's going to spawn a Witch Doctor and it's going to spawn a Shredder, and they're going to slowly move towards it. If they get to it, it gains +3 attack or +3 healing. Witch Doctor is healing, Shredders are attack. So every turn it's progressively going to get stronger and stronger. No, is it
plus
+1?
one. It's +3 for
put
the
it down to +1.
For the
okay, so it's +1.
Kill you.
That's easy.
thing.
I should change it to +3, shouldn't I?
No, you shouldn't. Not right now. No, change it
+3
next time.
sounded good. +1 didn't sound good.
No, because then if it gets them twice, it's 6 extra attack.
That would be good. You should kill it. We can kill him. Okay.
Actually, we could kill it quite quickly.
Okay. We'll go for 1 then for this version of the prototype. There is a big sheet over there, and you'll see that I keep kind of tweaking these numbers a little bit through the different playtests. We're pretty much there with the majority of it now, but there's a few things such as should it get +3 or should it get +1. It does 3 damage by default. So if it gets +3, that's like
6.
double its damage, which
9.
is quite a lot. But obviously you do have the ability to stop it happening, so it's kind of that pressure on, pressure off kind of stuff.
I'm going to move out of the way.
You're going to move?
Yeah.
Cool. So you can move from an explored tile to an unexplored and then onto an explored. So that's how Chris managed to move out in that scenario.
Cool. Next.
So you done? So on to next creature, which is going to now attack you. So thank you. So it's going to attack the priority target, which is Chris's Talora, because she's got the most health and she is in range. That does 2 damage. It's then going to do an AoE attack to hit everyone in range. So both Brutius and Talora take 2 damage. It's then going to do grab and frostbolt. So it's going to frostbolt you first, which puts a weak frost token on that tile.
What a shame.
It's then going to grab him off, and it's going to spawn some hounds. The hounds are over here, so they're just going to move towards us. So you only ever get 1 of each minion at a time. So if the minion's on the board, it moves towards you. If it's not on the board, it will spawn. So you get that balance between when you want to kill them and when you want to just let them walk around. Chris, that creature wasn't too bad. We probably want to kill it. Are you going to kill it?
This one?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm going to smack it in the face.
Did you heal? Oh, he's got full health, so that's fine.
I'm going to hit that for 7 attack twice.
Cool, so Chris has 4 attack, but then he's on a tile that gives him +3, which means he does 7. The creature's got 15 health, so 2 attacks of 7, puts it on to 1. So that's good, that's a plus.
That was a move. 2 attacks. I'm going to move my worker.
Cool. So that's the end of the turn. We move to afternoon, and luckily, so when you move to the different times of the day, you'll see we have poison, fire, and frost, fire, and poison. And as you move on to them, so we're moving on to afternoon, then that token becomes weaker. So it represents the ice melting, the fire burning out, and the poison kind of blowing away. Dissipating is the word I was looking for, thank you. So because that was a weak frost, it just disappears. If it was a strong frost, it would have become weak, and then next time we get round, it would have become, it would have dissipated. It would have melted. There we go. Stop throwing big words in my head. I come up with game mechanics, I don't come up with words. So you're done. It's Ashara's turn. So Ashara's thinking, I could come up and kill it.
No, leave it to Tank will kill it.
But you could kill it. So I'm going to move up here.
No.
Oh yeah, we've got this creature. What's its range?
3.
3. So this creature has a range of 3, so it can hit this tile, this, this, and this. So I don't want to move here because it's going to hit me. So I'm going to move up to here, and I might as well attack it because
might as well.
I might as well move there and attack it, which is going to kill it. I'll hit for 3 plus 3.
Oh, did we get
6.
2 XP for the last one we killed?
Yeah. So
One
we're
XP.
going to get 1 XP that puts us onto the disc. So We gain 1 disc, and now we're finally at a point where we're probably going to start taking abilities.
What damage?
What do I want to do? So Sashara's going to take Needle Claws, which means she can now ignore 1 shield, so her attacks can penetrate through 1 shield. Brutius is just going to continue up the tree. So what are you going to take? That one. So when you take a card from the temple, it gets refilled straight away.
Plus
so
we should
now
have a 5th one as well.
we've got the 5th. So I'm thinking,
see that one.
what should I do? What should I do? I kind of want to get movement and health. So I'm going to take this and start increasing my movement. So I've gone from lower 2 movement to upper 2 movement. And that's that done. So Sashara's going to finish her turn by moving to the wood and gathering once. 2 wood from the wood pile. I can hold 6 resource maximum in one time, so that goes into my little cart. Sashara's done, we're on to Brutius. This creature's dead, so we've taken that off. Tile's gone, and Brutius...
Move and explore that one.
We could move up, couldn't we?
We need range, so our DPS can sit there and smack it.
Or are we going to try and kill this? How much damage do you do? You 4 damage.
Mm-hmm.
So this has got 2 shield.
You got luck though, so you could
So
put
I
it
got,
into...
but I only do 3 damage.
Yeah, but
so
it's-
by default, I'm going to do 3 minus 2. But I penetrate 1.
Yeah.
So it's got 2 shield. I penetrate 1 shield, which means it has 1 shield to me. I do 3 damage, which means it's going to hit for 2, which means I can hit it for 4. You do 4 damage. You don't have shield negation, so you can hit it for 2. Which means you can do 4 damage. So between us, we can hit it for 8 damage. So it's
Plus
kind of
luck,
plus luck.
which in theory you could roll, get 50%, hit it for 5.
It's always that thing, isn't it, where every time I get luck, and then I go, if I just had +1 attack, I would have done so much better. So how luck works is this game's all about fixed numbers. So everything, you know, if you have 5 attack, you do 5 damage. But luck is a dice, and if you want to roll dice and have like that bit of randomness, you can roll the dice and it'll give you a random bonus to the attack
Or nothing.
damage you do. Or nothing. So I chose to do one of those. So rather than increasing my attack to 4, which allows me to kill the creature, I now roll a dice that means we have a chance.
Probably should have taken the range, which means I could have sat from that tile and killed it.
So do we want to kill it? Like, so I'm looking at this and I'm thinking we're on 2 hope.
We
We've
need
got
to
8
spawn
turns.
this creature.
So let's move up here. Let's explore here. and see what
Because
happens.
I can stand here and tank it.
So we get a creature. So I've moved and explored. So that's 2 actions. I'm now taking creature 9. Why are we already on creature 9?
Well, it's my fault.
Okay, so I'm going to take the next template. I am not feeling good about this. I'm really not feeling good about this. So this creature has 25 health. It doesn't have a shield. It hits for 7.
And it has 3 reflex.
Probably want to heal you at some point. I could have done that before I moved.
I'll heal myself when I move on to that
Okay.
tile.
And it has 3 reflect. So every time we hit it, it's going to do 3 damage to us. And it gets 2 medium abilities. So what are medium abilities? Move this way. Look into the camera and read them out, Chris. You'll see the breaking of his face. I'm not happy. What is it, Chris?
Double strike!
Double strike!
I can't actually tank it. She hits
Double
for
strike!
14.
Wow, okay.
Knock back 2. Which might save me. Actually, it will. I'm going to take 1 hit from it. Oh, that's quite
Okay.
amusing. Attack 2 and luck 2.
Oh, good!
Not only that, that's going to spawn things, and if it spawns there, it gets onto that.
Okay. So,
Oh,
so what's just happened is basically we've just had something horrific spawn. So these creatures, they get their random abilities. And this one's hard. This one's going to take some thought. So this creature does 7 damage. And it's just got +2. So that's just the buff. So now it just does 9 damage. But it also gained 2 luck, which means when it attacks, it will roll 2 of these dice and take the highest result. So it could get a 1, it could get a 2, it could get nothing, or it could get +50%. 9 plus 50% is 4.5, so 13.5, which rounds up to 14. So potentially it's going to hit for 14 damage. Now, that's quite bad considering the highest person has 10 health. What makes it worse is it's got double strike. So double strike means it gets 2 attacks, which means it could potentially do 28 damage.
What's even funnier is he's going to double strike me out the way and smack you, and you're going to die.
Yeah. So it also has knockback 2, which means when it hits you, it pushes you back 2 tiles, and it only has a range of 3. So if it's got 1, 2, 3. So people here won't take damage. So if I hadn't explored that tile, things would have been a bit better right now. I think Brutius is dead. He's a lost cause. So again, you get that penalty. So I'm the healer. I have the lowest health amongst all the people, and I wandered off and explored looking for creatures. Now, my punishment for that is I can't run away, and I'm going to get hit. So in theory, I shouldn't have explored, and I should have let the tank, who's got the most health, who's prepared for these things, explore. But that's no fun.
We could be really lucky.
We could be lucky.
We could, hopefully, if we flip that one, could be a fortress, and we could build it, and we could one-shot that creature.
That's true.
But it does mean we're going to have to get some ore, because we've only got
Workers,
2 ore.
2 workers.
But the problem is,
Okay.
we can't go past
This
there.
one. Yeah,
on
so we need our
workers.
workers to explore.
But we can't. So, and that is either going to be a fortress or a creature.
Well, our workers can explore this one.
Yeah, but that's going to be a creature. That's going to be our luck.
So I've got 2 actions left. So I'm going to move this back to give us 3 ore and 1 wood.
2 wood.
2 wood, sorry. So again, everything in this game can be calculated, but there are random things that you don't know. So for example, we don't know what's under those 2 tiles.
We know what's left.
Well, yeah, we know what's there, but we don't know which is which. We do know, based on the story, that one of them is a creature. And we also know, based on the fact that we can still do a building upgrade, one of them is a tile which allows us to instantly kill a creature. So, that would be really useful, but it also might not work. Okay, so I've got 1 more action, and I'm going to move my worker up here. So it's your turn. This creature goes. It doesn't have anyone to hit. It's going to spawn its Shredders and Witch Doctors. So it's going to do its Shredders first. Shredders are going to spawn down here. So that's lucky for us. And then the Witch Doctor is going to spawn down, across and down. Yep.
It's really unlucky.
Cool. So that's quite unlucky. So we're probably not going to be killing that one, but we could kill this one. So
No, we'll leave it. Because it's
for now, it's going to take a while.
It's like, you know, so even if it gets
3
killed,
turns.
I reckon we should kill this one.
So every turn, these 2 will move 1 tile towards the closest creature. If they get there, that creature will get buffed up. So I'm done. It's your turn. So here's the situation, guys. For anyone who's not familiar, when a creature spawns, it goes to the start of your turn. So Brutius found this creature, which means that now this creature will initiate his attack at the start of Brutius's turn. Brutius is on the tile, so Brutius is going to get hit for at least 9 damage. He's got 5 health, so he is going to die. So we need to find a way in the next 1, 2, 3 turns to get you like 15 health and to get you next to that creature. Probably not going to happen.
No. I do take 1 minus more attack though.
Great. So, plus 14. Okay.
Pros and cons.
Pros and cons. Oh, what are we going to do?
We need XP.
We do.
For my quest!
You could...
It's for a creature! At least we can kill it!
That's true.
No, we can't. Because he V1 shots you, but double strike's going to hit one of us.
That is true. But Sora's going to have to stand in the way. But you could get a creature first.
But he's going to kill
I think get a quest. I'm confident that a quest... As long as you don't take the bad option, I'm happy with
Well,
that.
I'm on 2 free health, so I need healing.
I can't heal you.
No, because that's because you're about to die.
Yeah. So you could do that and then move there and then heal. Yeah? I'm confident that that is the
Go on,
option.
go on. This is.
Okay, Chris. As always, look at the camera and read the quest.
That's not too bad. Right. Fashion accessories. We're lucky on this one. Yep. Good day. Oh.
More than 1 word a minute is probably a good way
we're
to
not going to
read
be
it.
lucky with that because we're never ever going to get that. Good day, I'm the archivist at the City of Kings, and we're holding a retrospective of the fashions of yore. You know what we haven't got? A proper second age sorcerer's gown with the gold and turquoise brocade. Can you find one for us? Option A.
You're not the best person for me to read things.
No, I'm really bad at English.
Where's the like role playing? Where's the characteristic?
I don't D&D.
Think like 400 years ago. You know, old fashioned.
Right, me lover. We can go to the quest and do this, right? Go back to pirate there, hand. Locate one quest item at the Astrographer's Tower, which is really close. Except for the fact it's got a shredder on, which we can't move our workers onto.
True.
2 XP.
Yep.
Option B. Locate one quest item at Veston's Curse, which, funny enough, is where the creature's at.
Yep.
1 XP and 2 items. One item, sorry.
Well,
I
the 2
reckon we just go
XP
down
would be
there.
good. So I guess you're going to move across and heal yourself.
And then kill that.
And kill that.
I'm just so going to die. So I'm going to heal myself twice. No, I'm going to heal myself once, which gives me 8.
It's going to hit you for 9.
Yeah, but then I want to attack.
You're probably better off living.
I'm going to heal twice. Yeah. Right,
Okay.
cool. So, that's that one there. I'm going to die in a painful way. If only we had the range to attack that.
The other thing is, and this is the important thing, is maybe none of us want to be there. Because there's a chance that 2 people will die.
There's a chance that 2 people want to die anyway.
But not if only one person's in range.
I just said that.
Yeah. Maybe you don't want to move there. So Chris, what are you going to do?
I'm going to move back
in front of 1 million people? Are you going to undo your turn?
Yep, pretty much. Yep. Except for the quest, of course.
So you're back down to 3 health.
Yep.
Okay. So Chris is taking back his heal. He has realised his mistake.
I reckon we should start killing this one, because you only got 10 health. I can stand there and get everything ranged so it hits my tank. It's not going to kill me, it's just says 6 damage.
So our objective is to discover the 4 tiles and defeat all visible creatures. So we have to kill it to complete the quest.
So we can move there on my turn and start hitting it. My tank can go back, but the thing is, he hits me for 7. I need at least 1 heal.
Yeah. Well, Brutius can interact on his turn and jump up if you move to the stable.
Well, no, because I want to start attacking this go. Because I wanted to attack it with him, which does.
I don't think we can, because you can't get in range.
My tank can. My tank can just stand there.
Oh, has it got free range?
Yeah.
Ah. Okay, that's fine then.
But I need to be healed.
That's fine. I can heal you.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's fine, because I'll die and I'll move up.
You got 2 range.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet.
So that's fine.
So I'm going to kill that shredder.
So in this game, you start with 3 morale. When you die, you lose 1 morale. If you get to 0, you lose the game. We already lost 1 earlier due to a small mistake that Chris made.
Yeah.
We're currently about to lose our second one, so we're getting down to our last morale.
He made.
I do not believe that was my mistake.
Well, I heal myself twice, which puts me to 7.
Okay.
Just in case you forget to heal me.
I would never forget to heal you.
Yes, you would.
Okay, I would.
Then I'm going to move my worker down here. I'm going to move. Is this a good idea?
Yes.
Is this a good idea?
It only gets bad if it panics us into the other creature.
No, because we can still move away from it. He can't.
No, he can.
No, he can't.
Yeah, no, they all could, because it doesn't panic until the start of his turn.
Yeah,
so
Brutius. Yeah, we're fine. Yeah, fine. We're good. So I'm going to hit it twice.
Cuddle up, Chris. Cuddle up.
I'm going to hit it twice.
Too close, Chris. So you're attacking twice. You do 4 damage.
Yep.
You don't have any luck. It has
2
shields, so you hit it for 2 twice.
Yep.
There's 4 damage to it. That brings it down from 10 to 6. Okay.
You could kill it.
That's your turn done.
Well, then I'm going to work it as well.
Okay.
In
preparation
to explore.
So we move on to evening. Ooh, I don't want to skip to midnight. So it's now evening. It's nearly midnight. We're nearly going to lose more hope. We have 2 hope. If we get to 0 hope, we die. So there's 2 ways to lose this game. You run out of morale or you run out of hope. What are you feeling like we're going to run out of hope on morale? It's a very positive game. The world is ending. Everyone is dying.
We're going to run out of hope.
Hope?
Yeah.
Okay. We can play serious now.
Yeah.
We've got
to play serious now.
Play
Yeah,
serious.
yeah.
We have 7 turns.
To kill
Three
three
creatures
creatures.
at least. I may have changed a few things.
What?
Okay. So Shashara's turn. Shashara's thinking, how much AoE does this thing do? 3. So she has to be healed as well. So she has to heal herself.
No. Find out if you can kill it.
I'm going to do 3 damage, and it's got 2 shield. Okay, so I'll move up 1. Difficult.
So if you
I will
don't...
attack. So I'm attacking for 3 damage. I have 1 luck, so I'm rolling the
And you
luck
go through
dice.
shield as well, don't you?
I'm rolling the luck dice. No bonus.
3, so that's
So
2 damage.
3 plus 1 minus 2 is 2. So it's on 4. So,
You have to get 50%.
or I heal myself.
No, it does AoE for 3.
Yeah, so I
Or
can
you
heal
heal
myself.
yourself and it gets 1 round of attacks off.
Yeah. Which feels safer. If I don't heal myself, then
Yeah, go on.
I die.
Yeah.
So I'm going to heal myself for 1, which is a heal
You should have
action.
healed yourself on the square, really, shouldn't you?
I know I should have. I know I should have. I know.
Yeah.
I said.
Yeah.
I did say. Didn't I say? Didn't I say? Did I say?
Go on then.
I think I said.
Go on.
Did I say?
You did.
I think I said. I'm going to work at the wood, so I'm going to roll to gather, and then I'm going to get 1 wood. So 1 wood. End of turn. So it's on to Brutius. So Brutius' creature is going to go first. He's going to attack the only person in range, which is me. He's going to hit 7 plus 2. It's going to roll 2 luck dice. So it's 9 damage. Plus 2. You take the highest result, which puts it on to 11.
Yep,
I have 3 health. So I die. I go all the way back to the city. And then we lose 1 morale. I get my health back because I'm at the city, so that's a plus.
Yeah,
I'm healed.
yeah,
The healer's healed.
Yeah.
The creature doesn't do anything else because there's no one else in range. So on my turn, I'm going to move up here with 1 movement. I'm then going to heal for 4 to heal you once. And then, do I want to do anything else? I can't really go over there. So I think I'm just going to move my worker up twice. So that's me done. On to you.
It's clobbering time.
Is it?
Right, first things first, the creature heals for 4.
So the creature's killed for 4, putting it back up to 8. So we managed to achieve 2 damage.
Well, that thing I said about making sure you kill it.
Yeah, I think it went well. It's on 8 health, it's back up, it's healed. So it's now going to attack. It's going to attack the priority target, which is you, for 3 damage. It's then going to do an AoE attack, which is everyone in range, which is all 3 of these characters, for 3 damage. That puts the Shara on to 1.
Then it lightning
It's going to lightning bolt you for 1 damage to put you on to 3. It's then going to
grab first.
grab you. Yeah, let me just double check. It's grab first, so it's going to grab you across.
Why not?
The shredders are going to move towards the creatures. The witch doctor is going to move towards the creatures, and then panic. So
We're panic everyone!
you can go first, and then we're going to take 1 for Earthshaker.
tank?
Yep, that's good. So that's for Earthshaker. That's not good. And then Sashara. Oh no, Sashara's going to be going down here. So that's good for me. So panic is really cool. So panic's this thing where the creature basically makes you run away in different directions. And as you'll see here, the X represents you in this scenario. And you move to the 1. If the 1 takes you off the board, you go to the 2. If that takes you off the board, you go to the 3. If that takes you off the board, you go to the 4. And effectively, one of them will always happen. So we've now all ran off panicking all over the place. And you know what? It's not good. So the problem is, Earthshaker has been moved over here. And he can only move 2 tiles in 1 turn. So you can't move through unexplored tiles. So he can't move down. He can't move across. So the only way he can go this way. But if he goes this way, he's in range of that creature. So you could explore. And then move.
Whose goes it?
But it's Talora's first, right? Yeah, because we've just
If I don't explore and then move, we're dead.
Yeah.
So I can move my worker there and explore.
Okay, well, it's Talora's turn.
Well, she's going back within range.
Okay. So does she want to explore?
Not really.
It's not looking good, guys. It is not looking good. We are not in a good place.
Because no matter where you stand with your healing, you're about to get your arse kicked.
So really, where the problem was here is early on we took a quest that said, do you want to spawn 2 creatures? And someone said yes, which has put us on a bad foot, and we've been struggling to try to catch back up. And then we had an unfortunate panic which gave us a creature in the red zone. And now we're really kind of biting our lips, just trying to work out what we're going to do. Really, we want to kill this creature here before we explore this, because we're going to end up with creatures covering all of these tiles. So effectively, this whole strip, this whole column, this column, and this column are going to be too much. And as soon as you get to 3 creatures, things get difficult. So, can we kill this creature? The thing is,
in theory,
you can do 4 damage. It's got 2 shield, which
you
means
can
you're going to do 4
damage to it as well. So it will die.
So we can kill that. So if we spawn this creature, we'll only have 1 creature to deal with. So that feels like the safe bet. Like, it's a risk.
But it's going to have a hard ability.
Possibly. Possibly. I think it's a good risk. So you're doing it. You're going to explore the red tile.
Do you want me to explore it, yes or no?
We have to. We have to. Please don't be a creature. Don't be a creature. So it's a creature. Not only is it a creature, but it's a creature that gets an additional medium ability. So
This could be so painful.
that's really not good news, is it?
We're dead.
So we're going to take the next creature template that takes priority over the previous one. This comes here. So now we've got creatures all over the place. It's stats. Are you ready for the stats?
Not really.
The next creature has 14 health, 4 shield.
Can't actually hurt
So we
it.
can't hurt it. We can't hurt it yet. We need to kill other stuff. We need to quest. We need to get resources. We need to buy items. We need to level up. We need some hope. I'm losing hope. I don't know if you're losing hope. We need some morale. This is getting hard. And this creature has 8 damage. It does 8 damage, which is not good.
No one.
That's not good. So you can tank it. So we can survive the turn and run away. That's fine.
You need to heal me.
Yeah, we're going to have to do a lot of healing.
And it's AoE.
And it's AoE, so I can't get in range.
You can.
Well,
you survive by 1. So that's one.
so it's got +1 medium for the tile. And then on it, it's got 1 easy, 1 medium, and 1 hard. So we're going to take our first hard ability.
Ambush!
Which is brilliant news. So it's going to get 2 mediums, 1 easy, and 1 hard.
So,
I'm going to look at the easy one. The easy one, just to make me happy, is Firebolt. So it's
not
easy.
really good, is it?
It's easy ability.
Possibly the hardest, easiest
it
ability
does 1
there.
damage to you and sets
Constantly.
fire to the tile. So that tile then constantly does damage to you until the fire disappears. So it now does 9 damage in theory. So 4 attack, 4 AoE, 1 fire. Its first medium ability is Poison Spit and Curse. So it also poisons you and it reduces your healing received by 50%. That is really not good. So now it does a lot of stuff. So it also got... It gets Fireball All, which means it does fire to everyone. But Fireball is the strong version, which means it does 2 damage.
Does that supersede the Firebolt? It doesn't, does it?
Yeah, it does. So it overrides it. So that's fine. So that's A+. So it's going to do 2 damage to everyone in range, which now means it does 8 damage plus 2, which is 10 damage. You have 10 health. It also does 50% additional damage to anyone on a fire token. So what's our hard ability, Chris?
I don't want to know.
What is it? Come on.
Oh, double strike.
It's this one.
Oh, well, I get malice.
Oh, God. So this creature also has double strike, which means it hits you twice. But you have 1 damage reduction, right? So you've got 4 damage, -1 is 3 damage, so it's going to hit you twice for 3, which is 6. It's then going to do an AoE for 4, which puts you up to 10. So they're going to do fire, which does 2 more, which puts you to 12. It's then going to poison you, so you've got 10 health. So it's probably going to kill you. So here's the thing. You may be looking at this right now and going, wow, they're really struggling and doing really badly. And you're right, we are. We're really struggling and doing really badly. But the reason this is so hard and these creatures are so impossible to kill is because we're exploring in the red. And exploring in the red is a really bad thing. It just gets harder and harder the further you go in there. They get all of these additional abilities, and we're really not equipped. We're only on 8 XP out of 75.
We're not even level 4 in the grand scheme of things.
I've got some boots and a body. Like,
I've got a little bit.
Sashara's still naked in her rags, running around. Just
how much better if I was to explore that? That's going to be a shop.
We're just not in a good place. It's probably a stable. You'll probably be able to leave and it'll be fine. So that's not good. So how many actions have you got left?
Do you know what? I was lost. That was a move and that was an explore.
So Chris has got 2 actions left, and I feel like the end is coming close.
I'm going to heal myself twice.
You're going to heal twice?
Yeah.
Brilliant. I really... Okay. So on to Earthshaker.
There's a reason why that is as well.
Okay. Why have you healed twice?
I don't know.
Weren't we going to do this to get 2 XP? And then we can level up.
Yeah, go on then. Do that.
Okay.
Someone scavenged twice.
So we've got a quest where you need to get a quest item, which means you roll a scavenge dice. If you get a green tick, then...
Like that. Yeah!
Which is a 1 in 6 chance. Got the quest. So that's 2 XP. So that's really good news. That's one of the benefits we needed. So we get 2 XP that gets us to 10, which gives us a stat point, and it also gives us a skill token. So I'm going to guess that you probably want the double health.
Yes, please.
So that gets you +1 health, and the skill will give you +1, which puts you on to 12. So we're actually in with a shot. You've now got 12 health. You have 1 reduction. So with your 1 reduction, if we look at this creature one more time, so it does 4 damage, -1 means it hits you for 3, then hits you again for 3, which is 6 damage. 4 AoE is 10, 2 fireball is 12 damage. So you still need 1 more health. We were close.
3 more XP and I can
more
get
XP.
another health.
Can we get...
Or stigma.
Can we get...
A skill.
3 more XP?
If we kill that one, it's 2 XP.
Interesting. I realised I didn't actually upgrade one of my skills earlier.
Which one was that?
Well, it's in. I spent 3 and he spent 4. But that's fine.
No,
I
no,
can just do that now.
Do it now, yeah.
So I'm going to put that one up for my health, and I'm going to put this one over here, which means I'm going to take a 5th card, and my 5th card I'm going to go for... What am I going to go for? Luck. Luck, range.
Which means you can sit there and hit him. Yeah.
Okay. So... How are we going to survive this, Chris?
We aren't.
We can survive. So, Earthshaker's turn, right?
Yeah. No. One more thing. One more action. I'm going to heal myself because that's going to put me up to 7 health.
Okay.
Which means you only have to heal me once, and then you can heal Earthshaker. Which means he'll survive the AoE from this one.
I'm not sure if there's much we can do. I'm trying to work out. So it's Earthshaker's turn. So you can now move out of the way because we've uncovered this tile. So you can move down. We can we kill creature 1? Is there
yes.
Like we need to kill that. So you've got 5 attack because we leveled up.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Which means I can smash through that shield now. But only doing 1 damage though.
So with mine, I'm going to push this one up, and I'm going to push...
Heal.
Yep, healing.
Don't forget your luck with healing.
I know. I haven't needed it yet. So, Earthshaker's turn.
I'm going to move.
So Earthshaker's going to move down. We're going into one final battle. Come on, Chris. Let's make the end tremendous.
Oh, I'm going to have to move. Not there, because he does fireball or...
There's 4, 6. I think, well, we have to kill the other creature. Like, that's it, so...
Oh, I'm still dead.
I know. I don't think there's anything we can do to survive. We've got 12 XP. We'd have to get +3, which means I would have to get a quest that gives us 3 XP instantly. And there's just no chance it's going to happen. But if you don't kill that other creature, there's no chance. Don't eat the token. No eating the board game. No. No eating the board game, Chris. Okay, so... Interesting, okay.
Because then this is not like lots of...
And then I can't heal you. Cool. So Chris is going to move in. We're really at a point where we just don't think there's anything we can do.
No, it's not.
But we need to play the chance card, really. So we need to kill this creature just to give us some possibility of surviving.
I'm going to attack twice.
So Chris is going to attack twice, which is going to do 5 damage. -2, which is 3 damage. Which is 6, which puts it on to 2 health. Okay. So is that you done? No. Work action. Come on, Chris.
No, that's my work.
You done? Yeah. Okay. So end of day, we lose 1 hope. We're down to last 1 hope. We've got 6 turns left. We take 1 attention token off each of the tiles. And as you can see, we have lost all hope in winning this. But I am still confident that we have a chance because I've just realised that Shara's got 1 health. So
we haven't been healing at all, have we?
No, we're not doing good on the healing front. So she's got 2 movements. So she's going to move up here for 2. She's then going to attack once, which she's going to do 4 damage. She's going to roll the luck. We get no luck, but the shield kills it anyway. So that's good because we get 2 XP from this, which pushes us up to the 12. We are one away from being able to do this.
No, we aren't. Because you still can't heal yourself.
Yeah, no, that's...
Well, this will give me extra health.
You can survive.
It'll give...
We could possibly. So we'll see. So we have got... That's the attack. So I can heal myself for 1. With luck, can we push it up? No bonus whatsoever. Final action. This is gone. Final action is just pray to the gods. There's nothing else for it. I'm going to move my worker up here. So it's Brutius' turn. This creature attacks. No one to attack. That creature's done. On to Brutius. Brutius is going to get a quest.
Oh, come on!
I'm the chief herbalist to the High King, and I need these rare goblin ear toadstools. But there's only 1 batch coming into the land on Hiziki caravans that afternoon. Get them for me. So we have to be at the Hiziki caravans at afternoon, which is over here. Afternoon is 4 turns away. We're not going to be doing that anytime soon. So I'm going to move across here for a move action. I'm then going to heal you once for 5. And then I'm going to heal Shara once for 5. And that's me done. So it's on to you.
They have that on there.
Yes. So the creature is going to attack you for 4. You have 1 reduction, which hits you for 3. Your health goes from 12 to 9. He then gets to hit again, which does another 3 damage. It then does an AoE attack that hits all of us for 4 damage. So Shara goes down to 1 health. Earthshaker is dead. We lose our last 1 morale, and the game is lost. How you feeling, Chris?
Lols.
So we're 1 hour, 50 minutes roughly into the play. We've just lost, horribly I might add. This is, without a doubt,
the worst
a terrible
we've ever
defeat.
done.
Terrible defeat.
That is the worst we've ever done. I'm not even going to lie about that one.
We certainly have had a few challenges, and we've taken a bit of risk, I think. I feel like we've kind of taken a bit of
That's your fault. Every time I play this game with you, it's all about the... Do it, Chris.
No,
it's
fine.
Explore. I want to know what this one here is if I explored it. What was it? What do you reckon it would be?
I reckon it's a stable and it would have saved us. Oh,
Linen. No way.
Okay. So, That didn't go so well for us. We lost. This is a cooperative game. You are not going to win every time, but you can win every time if you play well. The decisions are always up to you. Everything can be solved. We took some bad decisions. We made some mistakes. I feel responsible for some of that loss. I feel like maybe you're a bit responsible for a little bit too.
I'm responsible for the two creatures. That is totally me.
So I'm going to be doing lots of different tests of this, showing you lots of different levels and lots of different ideas and just working you through how things happen. We're going to have a lot of different special guests. Chris was tonight's special guest. Do you feel special, Chris? I feel that you were very special. I'm very happy.
Always very special.
I'm happy with how this went. As you can see, the game itself is actually working fairly well. There's still a few little tweaks we're doing here or there. We're still working on some of the later levels. If you ever get any questions, feel free to ask, and follow us on Twitter and Facebook. Subscribe to the channel. We're going to be doing regular streaming on Thursday nights with one-offs every so often when we get a chance, and we're going to be showing you more of the game. So thanks a lot, guys, and we're going to be heading off now, so have a good evening and hopefully see you all again soon.